One observation completely changed my perspective. The people who seem desperate to prove they're wealthy are usually the ones chasing money. But the people who quietly become wealthy, you barely notice them. They drive past you every morning. They stand behind you in the grocery line. They sit 2 rows behind you at church. They never announce what they're building. By the time everyone realizes they're wealthy, the work was already finished years earlier. I learned this lesson from a man named Benjamin. He never posted about success. He never dressed to impress. He never argued about money. Yet when people around him started struggling, Benjamin somehow stayed calm. I spent years wondering why. Then one conversation changed the way I looked at money forever. And before this video ends, I'm going to share the 2 invisible assets Benjamin protected every single day. Most people ignore them until it's too late. Stay with me, because one decision today might completely change how you build wealth for the next 20 years. For most of my life, I believed wealth had a certain appearance. I believed successful people drove luxury cars. They lived in expensive neighborhoods. They wore designer clothes. They traveled often. Every advertisement, every movie, every social media feed quietly repeated the same message. If people cannot see your success, have you really succeeded? I accepted that idea without questioning it. Then something happened. I met 2 men who worked at the same engineering company. Same salary, same office, same years of experience, same retirement date. 20 years later, their lives looked nothing alike. One retired with constant financial stress. The other retired with investments, rental income, savings, and complete freedom. The difference wasn't income. The difference wasn't luck. The difference was invisible. That realization bothered me, because if 2 people earning almost the same money ended up in completely different places, something deeper had to be happening. So I started paying attention, not to the loudest people, to the quietest ones. That's when everything began to make sense. Benjamin once told me something I wrote down immediately. He smiled and said, "The most expensive costume in the world is pretending to be rich." I laughed. Then he continued, "Money spent convincing strangers usually never returns." I couldn't stop thinking about those words. Every expensive purchase asks one question: is this improving my future? Or is this improving someone else's opinion of me? Those are 2 completely different purchases. One builds wealth, the other builds appearances. Appearances require constant spending. Wealth requires patience. The problem is, appearances receive applause immediately. Wealth stays invisible for years. That is why most people choose the louder option. Not because they're irresponsible, because the human mind loves immediate rewards. Benjamin understood something most people never notice. Every dollar has a job. Either it works for your future, or it works for someone else's impression of you. It cannot do both. Here's something uncomfortable I had to admit. I wasn't buying everything because I needed it. Sometimes, I wanted people to notice. Maybe you've done it too. A newer phone that worked almost the same as the old one. Shoes nobody asked about. A watch chosen because someone else might admire it. None of those purchases looked dangerous. One purchase never ruins anyone. But hundreds of small decisions quietly shape an entire financial future. Here's something I want you to do. Think about 3 purchases you've made during the past 2 years. Not necessities, purchases connected to image. Add them together. Don't judge yourself. Don't feel guilty. Simply notice the number. Sometimes awareness changes more than motivation ever will. Invisible wealth begins when invisible habits replace visible spending. But appearances aren't the biggest obstacle. Waiting is. I used to tell myself the same sentence over and over. I'll start after the promotion, after the debt, after the holidays, after things become easier. The sentence sounded responsible until I realized something. Tomorrow kept changing clothes. Every year there was another reason, another delay, another emergency, another excuse that sounded completely reasonable. One afternoon, I met a woman named Eleanor. She worked in administration for nearly 20 years, reliable, hardworking, organized. She planned to begin investing when she turned 40. Then, life happened. Family responsibilities, medical bills, home repairs, unexpected expenses. When she finally opened her first investment account, she was 55. She didn't cry. She simply stared at the calculator after estimating what consistent investing could have become. The silence said everything. She told me something I'll never forget. I wasn't waiting because I was lazy. I was waiting because I wanted certainty. Life rarely offers certainty. It rewards consistency. Ask yourself honestly, what sentence keeps delaying your future? I'll begin when... Finish it. Now ask one more question. Will that condition truly disappear 3 years from now? Or will another version quietly replace it? Most people don't lose because they start too early. They lose because they keep waiting for perfect timing. Perfect timing never arrives. Eventually, I became obsessed with learning. Books, podcasts, videos, articles, financial newsletters. I filled notebooks with information. I felt productive. Until I realized something embarrassing. My knowledge was growing. My investments weren't. Information felt like movement. It wasn't. Action changes wealth. Information only prepares for action. There's an old saying I came across while studying history. Simplicity survives longer than complexity. That sentence explained almost everything. Many industries profit from confusion. Complex language creates dependence. Simple principles create freedom. People building lasting wealth usually aren't searching for magical strategies. They repeat ordinary actions for extraordinary lengths of time. That's what makes them uncommon. Not intelligence, consistency. Cross out everything that requires constant attention. Cross out everything you barely understand. Cross out everything promising fast riches. What's left usually looks boring. Boring often wins. Earlier, I promised 2 invisible assets. Here they are. The first asset is time. Not free time, compounding time. Time invested automatically. Time left undisturbed. Most people interfere with their money too often. They panic, react, adjust, guess, predict. Benjamin hardly looked at his investments. At first, I thought he was careless. He smiled and said, "I trust my plan more than my emotions." That sentence stayed with me. Markets rise, markets fall, emotions rise faster. Automation protects you from yourself. Money grows best when fear isn't allowed to vote. Ask yourself today, is your money working while you're asleep? Or is it waiting for you to make another decision? The second invisible asset surprised me even more. Skill. Not titles, not certificates, not job descriptions. Useful skill. The kind people willingly pay for. Money disappears. Skills travel with you. A recession might shrink investments. It cannot erase genuine ability. A woman who solves business problems. A man who repairs equipment. Someone who writes clearly. Negotiates well. Teaches effectively. Builds websites. Repairs plumbing. Manages projects. Leads teams. Those abilities survive every economy. Benjamin invested in himself every year. Courses, books, practice, conversations. He wasn't collecting certificates. He was increasing usefulness. The marketplace rewards usefulness. Always. Here's something powerful. One asset grows while you sleep. The other grows while you're working. Together, they create options. And options create freedom. I once heard about an elderly carpenter named Arthur. He wasn't the fastest builder anymore. His hands shook slightly. Younger workers finished projects quicker. Yet clients kept requesting Arthur. Not because he worked faster, because he made fewer mistakes. Experience quietly reduced expensive problems. People weren't paying for labor. They were paying for judgment. That changed how I looked at experience. Years aren't automatically valuable. Lessons are. Every challenge you've survived contains something someone else hasn't learned yet. Your experience may already hold income you've never recognized. Ask yourself this: what problem do people consistently ask you to solve? That answer often points toward a valuable skill. Then I discovered another silent thief: lifestyle inflation. The promotion arrives, the bigger paycheck arrives. Suddenly, the nicer apartment, the upgraded phone, the additional subscriptions, the expensive weekend. Nothing seems excessive, everything feels deserved. Before long, the raise disappears. I've watched families double their income without doubling their wealth. Every extra dollar immediately found a new expense. Income increased, freedom didn't. Here's one exercise. Compare one spending category from 3 years ago with today. Restaurants, shopping, entertainment, subscriptions. Has spending increased more than satisfaction? If yes, that's where part of your future quietly disappeared. Every raise deserves an investment before it receives a celebration. Money isn't shaped only by numbers, it's shaped by environment. Look around. Who influences your definition of normal? Do your closest friends celebrate investing or spending? Do they admire discipline or appearances? Standards spread quietly. Success leaves clues. So do poor habits. You don't need wealthy friends. You need friends whose financial decisions inspire respect. Sometimes one conversation changes more than one book. Choose your environment carefully. It compounds too. There was another lesson Benjamin lived every week: generosity. Not reckless giving, intentional generosity. He shared knowledge freely, introduced people, solved problems, connected opportunities. He never kept value trapped inside himself. Years later, those same relationships returned opportunities he never expected. People trusted him, recommended him, protected him, opened doors for him. Generosity wasn't reducing his wealth, it expanded his network. Scarcity asks, what if I lose? Abundance asks, how much value can I create? One question produces fear, the other produces opportunity. Now I want to bring everything together. Real wealth isn't loud. It doesn't beg for attention. It doesn't compete. It compounds. Quietly, daily. Every automatic investment, every improved skill, every unnecessary purchase avoided, every valuable relationship strengthened, every generous action, every disciplined decision. Individually, they seem small. Together, they become a life most people never imagined. Benjamin didn't become wealthy overnight. He became difficult to stop. That's a different goal. Anyone can experience a lucky year. Few people build systems that keep working year after year. Become that person. Before you sleep tonight, make one decision, not 10, one. Automate a transfer. Begin learning one valuable skill. Cancel one unnecessary expense. Offer one useful service. Reach out to one wise mentor. Choose one action. Write it down, then do it. Knowledge changes nothing until behavior follows. Years from now, people might look at your life and assume you were lucky. They'll never see the evenings you stayed disciplined, the purchases you refused, the skills you sharpened, the patience nobody applauded. They'll only notice the result, and that's perfectly fine, because quiet wealth never needed an audience. If this message challenged the way you think about money, type "Quiet Builder" in the comments. Not for me, for yourself. A small promise that you're choosing progress over appearances. And if you're ready for the next step, watch the next video where I'll show you the financial habits silently destroying wealth, even among high-income earners, and how to eliminate them before they cost you years of progress. Remember this, the loudest people often spend their lives trying to look successful. The quiet ones spend their lives becoming successful. Build patiently, build intentionally, build quietly. One day, your results will speak with a voice your words never needed.